have joined, we'll start. Can someone please confirm if my screen is visible?
Yes.
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, great. Thank you. Fine. So we were discussing availability set. Under availability set, we understood fault domain. Availability set, it's a combination of fault domain and update domain. Okay, look at the definition here. Availability set, what are the components? Multiple sets of rack. Every rack will have individual power supply and network supply. Is in every set of rack. Every set of rack will have individual power supply, right? And racks will have multiple slot. Fine. Update domain, it's a logical set. We'll come to that. Fault domain, it is a set of rack. And this is for unplanned issue. This is to tackle unplanned issue. The name itself suggests that it is a fault domain. Fault is never a planned activity, right? So fault domain, it's a set of racks, and it is to tackle unplanned issues. Is that clear, guys? Still here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Right. We can have maximum. I mean, they have already created 3 of them. While creating an availability set, we can select whether we want to use all of them, which is 3 of them, or 2 of them. You can't obviously have one. If there is one, there is no high availability. So you can use either 2 of them or 3 of them. This is about fault domain. Now the next component is update domain. Name itself, it says update. What does it mean? Update is a planned activity and it is a logical set. Look at the difference. Your fault domain, it is for unplanned issues. It is a set of rack. They're physically separated, physically connected with different ISPs, physically different racks. Maybe they will have some color coding also. So they're literally physically different set of racks, 3 created. You can choose whether you want to use 2 or all 3. But what is a fault domain? Oh, sorry, what is an update domain? In update domain, it is a logical set. I hope you guys, all of you understand the difference between logical and physical, right? These are
Yes.
literally transfer, these are literally dedicated or literally different set of racks. Now, when I say logical update domain, when it comes to update domain, these are logical sets. How many can you have maximum? Maximum, you can have 20 update domains. Minimum, obviously 2. If you keep one, then that's not high availability, right? So 2 and 20. What are these for and how these work? So let me divide it first. The same 3 sets, I'm going to divide it. I can divide it up to 20. Okay, now this my diagram, it doesn't have equal height. Hence, let me start from bottom. Let's say this is one update domain. This is second update domain. This is third update domain, fourth update domain, fifth update domain. Similarly, you can have up to 20. Got it? Now, what is it? What is update domain? Update domain is something for you, it's a virtual machine, guys. Okay. For you, it's a virtual machine. But I told you, even if it is cloud, even if it is virtual machine, where exactly it is residing, ultimately, where is it, where that machine is residing? Even if it is cloud, maybe someone else's data center, whatever you call it.
In data center.
Server.
In data center, where?
Servers.
In racks.
Yeah, in racks, where? Someone already answered, but I'm
Servers.
just going more deep. So I all will understand. Yeah, where exactly on racks? What do we have on racks?
Blades.
Servers. Yes,
Server.
under blades, we have server. So ultimately, it is on server. What is a server? A server class. In this case, we mean server class hardware, right? Okay, again, guys, this server class hardware, I am just using it because we are learning here. Don't use it in your interview also. It looks very naive. It looks bookish. No one will use it as an interview also. No one will elaborate this question for you. You will have to understand from the context when they server, whether they are talking about OS server or server class hardware, right? So ultimately, these are being hosted on servers. Now, servers are hardware. Even those hardware require some sort of update. Right? It can be a physical upgrade. It can be firmware upgrade. All these servers will have small firmware, but even those firmwares will require some sort of upgrade. And who does that? Microsoft does that. You don't have to worry about it. You don't even come to know whether they are outdated. You don't even get to know. Microsoft does that, right? But a reboot is needed. Whenever they do it, they require to reboot the server. Whenever they reboot a physical server, all the virtual machine hosted on that particular server will be rebooted for sure, right? If you're rebooting the physical server itself, your virtual machines are gone for sure. Okay? So that update or that upgrade, it can be upgrade or update both. When I say upgrade, it means they're physically changing RAM from 10 GB to 20 GB, right? That can be there. Or maybe update, just a firmware update. That upgrade or update can hit on your application, and it can be it can lose your connectivity, and your application cannot be highly available if it is not planned properly. Hence, what Microsoft has done, that whenever you're planning one availability set, they give you an option. How do you want to select? How many fault domain do you want to select? You say that, okay, I want to use all three fault domain. Then you say, okay, I want to use all your 20 this one, all of your 20 update domains. These are called update domains. The vertical one which you see, these are fault domain. Horizontal which you see, these are update domains. So whenever the servers which are lying in these update domains, they will be rebooted. So what Microsoft does is they make sure that your servers are not in same update domain, in same fault domain at a time, uh, which can cause a downtime. Let me go to Excel and I'll explain this to you in better manner. Then if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We are spending whole session on fault domain, update domain, availability set, availability zone. Next session, from next session onwards, we are going to start with uh, Azure Compute, where we'll be creating our machine. First machine will require our uh, portal access, etc., but not now. Today we are understanding this concept, right? So let's say that I am taking in an availability zone feature. The moment I say availability zone, I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to care about anything. Simply one server here, second server here, third server here, fourth server here, fifth here, sixth here. Fine, that's it, availability zone. The moment I go to availability set, I'll have to select while creating. When we go to portal, you guys will see it. Or let me show you the portal at least. It will at least give you some clarity. Let's go to portal. Let's go to virtual machine, create virtual machine. Now see, all of these options you will never ever going to see, guys, if you immediately start creating your virtual machine using script. You won't even come to know. By default, it will go under no redundancy, and you don't even come to know, okay, there is such option. You won't even know. Hence, it's request, I insist that you always make your resources using portal initially. So I select my subscription. What is that we are going to see later? I select my resource group. I give a name to my virtual machine. I select my region. I hope this is clear to everyone now. What is region? See, these many regions we have. Right? So whatever client has given me, I'll select that region and look at this. When I go there, I get these options. Availability option. Either I can have availability zone, I can have availability set. What is virtual machine skill set? Don't worry about it. That's a topic for later. Right? So under availability, we have availability zone. we have availability set, and we have no infrastructure redundancy. I told you it's not compulsory to take anything. You have to have some redundancy. It's not a compulsion. You don't want any redundancy, go ahead with no infrastructure redundancy. If your zone supports availability zone, go ahead with availability zone if your client can afford that, right? And here, while creating, you simply select, this is, let's say this is VM1. I'll select it in zone 1, right? Next time I'll repeat the same process, VM2. I'll select zone 2, right? Or if I want to create, I can just give a name, and I can create all three machines together, and this will be created as VM1, VM2, and VM3, 1 1 1 each. And this is going in different zone. That's all. For availability zone, that's all you have to do. You don't have to create anything, nothing. Guys, wherever you see this preview, don't worry about these features. This one you get specifically on maybe uh, free tier account or trainers account. I have my Microsoft trainers certified account, hence I am able to say it. But whatever is there in the preview, we are not going to learn that. Preview is something, it's like a beta update. You're getting, you test it, and later after 6 months it will be available for public. So anything which says preview, don't worry about it, right? So if you want to do availability zone, that's all you have to do. But if you want, let's say if I have any zone where we do not have availability zone, at least I'll show it to you guys, that how not all regions have availability zone. Let's say Indonesia, it has availability zone, good. Norway has, many zones have nowadays. South India, see, we were just taking example, even South India has availability zone. Okay, no, it doesn't have, sorry. Yeah, it wasn't, just refreshed. Now look at this. Region where we do not have availability zone, this is how it will look. It will be grayed out. You can't, even if you want to, you can't use availability zone, right? So here we are going to use availability set. The moment you go ahead and select availability set, look at this. A new menu appears here that create an availability set. Either you can use an existing, you don't have, create one availability set. I'm creating one availability set here. Don't bother about the steps, guys, right? We are going to take practical separately, and I'll explain one by one. Look at this. Fault domain, I can select, the moment I select one, the update domain count must be uh, more than 2. Whatever it says, the update domain count must be 1 when fault domain count is 1. Fine. Okay. I have this, but is it highly available application now?
No.
No, right? No. So I should have either 2, minimum 2, maximum obviously 3. I don't have any option for beyond 3, right? That's all I have. Now, update domains. I can have 2, I can have 20, the maximum domain count selected. Look at this. Even there are availability set, but there are some limitations. I can select only 2 of them. 3 are available, right? But I can select only the maximum platform fault domain count in the selected subscription in location, it's 2. So maybe if you have, now we are not talking about the subscription, but you will always see these kind of conditions, etc. This is the reason they need cloud admin. Not the business owner directly can come here and he will not know everything, right? Now, fault domain, we have taken 2. Update domain, we can take minimum 2 and maximum up to 20. But in this case, we are going to take 5. Okay, and you create it. Simple, that's all. Now you just have to create your machine and select the same availability set. Now it is Azure's job to divide those machines. You don't select whether it is going in this fault domain or that fault domain. You just select the number of fault domain and number of update domain. And then you keep creating the machine and keep selecting the same availability set. Next time when you create a machine, you will get this in drop down and you select the same machine. So how it works, I'll show it to you on Excel. Practical, we are going to see. Right, so let's say that I have taken and test availability set. We have taken 3 fault domain. In this case, we were getting only 2, but let's say we managed to take 3 fault domain. So fault domain 1, fault domain 2, fault domain 3. Can I have more than 3 fault domain if I want to?
No.
No,
No.
not
No,
possible,
we
right?
can't.
Then we have update domains. Let's say that we have update domain 1, update domain 2, update domain 3, update domain 5. How many we have taken? 3, right? So update domain 6,
5.
update domain 7. We'll take it 7 here. So now the moment I start creating the machine, first VM will go here. By default, it will be a part of virtual machine will be a part of fault domain 1 and update domain 1. By the way, just to make it more relatable, let me put it like this. Numbers are same, but the numbering starts from 0 on Azure portal. Whenever we start practical, you will see the numbering will start from 0. It doesn't change the count, guys. Okay, it's not changing the count. I hope you understood this. How many fault domain do we have now?
5.
6.
Sorry, how many update domains do we have now?
5.
6.
6. Sorry. 6.
How many fault domains do we have?
3.
3.
3.
Okay, let's make it 7. Okay, this is how it starts. On the portal, you are going to see fault domain 0. That's your first fault domain. Fault domain 1. That's your second fault domain. Fault domain 2. That's your third fault domain. Don't go by the number. They start counting with 0. So the moment I deploy my virtual machine, and while creating the virtual machine, I select this availability set. By default, my first virtual machine will be deployed here. Right? The moment I create my second virtual machine, where do you think it will go?
UD1
Fault domain 2.
FD
All
1.
domain.
FD1.
Fault domain 1,
Okay.
UD1
2.
FD1.
Yes. Here my second machine will go. Third machine,
Third machine
FD2,
go to
UD3.
UD2 FD.
simple. I hope you got the logic now, right? Now fourth machine will obviously it will come here. Fifth machine, sixth machine. What about seventh machine? It will go here,
yeah. FD0 and FD2.
right? Okay. Similarly, it will come till here. Now, if anything goes wrong with my fault domain 2, let's say ISP issue, is my application up? Is it working or not working? This is down.
Working.
Working.
This is working. Same time, this
Working.
is also down. Is it working or not working?
Working.
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 Right. My
Working,
fault
but not
domain
highly
1
available.
is down, right? Similar, and at the same time, they are upgrading. See, they make sure that not two update domains they are being updated at the same time. That is Microsoft's job. You don't set up that, you don't do that, you don't do anything in that. You just select availability set and you just select number of this one. That's it. Servers, how to provision, where to provision, they are doing it. Right? Update, they are doing it. So now this is down, and at the same time, though it won't happen immediately, right? Now let's say they are being updated here. They are updating their domain, this one or this one. Let's say this is not down, for example. Let's say this is up. There's no fault, but they're updating something. Is my application up and running or is it down?
Yes, it's up and running.
It is running.
Got it? Even if these servers are down, my application is running. I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes.
you won't even come to know, you don't even come to know they're upgrading. That's it, because you already have these servers, they're running. And let's say sometimes it happens that they are upgrading at the same time there is some fault also, and this is also down. Still, is my application working or not working?
Yeah, it's
It
working.
is working.
Working.
It is working. So this is how it works, that they divide your server in a manner where all your servers will not be in same fault domain, they will not be in same update domain. I hope this is clear to everyone. Yes, no, maybe, any doubt, any question?
No.
So, in case all
Mhm.
the update and fault domain goes down, then what would be the provision for that?
Never happens, never seen that. But if it is down, then down. You have never promised. When you are giving a client availability zone, you have already made sure that if the data center level failure is there, then your application will not be available. And if all fault domain and all update domain will never happen. Update domain is something, it's a planned activity. Microsoft makes sure that they are never upgrading two domains at the same time. It will never happen. Fault domains, if all three fault domains down at the same time, it's a data center level failure where you have not promised anything. Clear?
Yes.
If your client says, no, I want some sort of a high availability, even if your data center is down, then what will you suggest? You will suggest go for availability zone,
Availability
Availability
zone.
zone.
provided that is available in the region which you have selected. So I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh, just have one doubt. In prod, we always recommend availability zone rather than availability set. No, guys, first thing I urge you to unmute yourself and speak. More you speak here, more you will be able to speak in your interview. Right? Option is there to ping questions, but I don't understand why would you do that? Why are you doing that? This is simply a class learning session. We both are, see, just now Ajit had some input he shared with us, right? We are learning something from each other. You are learning something from me. I am learning something from you guys. I told you initially on day one itself that this is not a school teacher sort of session. I may sound harsh with my voice. Sorry, can't do anything about it, working on it. But I'm completely open when you guys speak, when you give suggestion, when you ask question, right? I'm completely fine with it. I don't want that tense environment in the classes. Maybe I'm not good with jokes, otherwise I would have cracked one or two jokes as well. But you guys are happy to do it, you guys are free to do it, do it. Ask question, don't worry about it, silly question, people will laugh, right? Because more you speak here, better it will be for you to speak in your interview. And I told you while asking, do use jargons. I want you to get into this habit. Use jargons while asking questions also. So when you cross question to your interviewer, you will cross question, or maybe you will ask some clarification from your interviewer on this question. Let's say interviewer gives you a question. Okay, this is the question, and you want probing, you want more question, right? So even your questions should be in technical term. That's how you're going to leave an impression on your interview, right? So it's a request. Please do ask. This is a place to make mistake. Your interview is not a place to make mistake. Even if you make a mistake while asking a question, no one is going to say anything to you, right? Silly question, incorrect question, good question, bad question, irrelevant question. Maximum what will happen, I'll tell you, no, it's not relevant, leave it, right? If it is relevant, I'll explain it again. If there is very basic and I feel that you should research it, I'll tell you. Why don't you tell me? Instead of me answering, why don't you tell me what did you answer? What did you understand? Or maybe I'll ask someone else. For example, yesterday someone was asking question, I asked someone else to explain it, right? Well, keep doing this practice. This is how it is going to help you guys. Please feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions. So the question here was that in prod environment, we always suggest availability zone and not availability set. So no, nothing like that. If I have my application, the nature of my application is not that uh, demanding. No one is using my application frequently. I, even if it is a prod environment, I am not worried about it. Same example, my own website. That's a live website, actual website. But if it is down for one day, it's not harming my business at all. Not at all. But same thing, if Amazon does that, it's harming them in billions and trillions. They can't afford to have their website down, even for a single minute, right? So that depends on the nature of the application, not on the environment, whether it's a prod environment or QA environment. It's not on that. It's the nature of the application, nature of the business. Okay. Uh, Apart from that, don't want to start virtual machine today. So guys, that's all I had for today. Don't want to start another topic. So we still have enough time, approximately 15 minutes. We are not going to stop the session. Uh, if you guys have any doubts, any questions, please feel free to ask. Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe any doubt, everything is clear. Not necessary in today's session only. If you have doubt from yesterday's session, day before, anything, any doubt, any questions, please feel free to ask.
Sorry, bhai, can you repeat again the availability set in a short
What part did you not understand? Or why don't you try to explain what is availability set and I'll correct you.
fault domain,
Let's
update
say that
domain? Just I
it's a question to you. I am an interviewer, right? And I'm asking you a question that what is a fault? What is an availability set, Rizwan? Can you please explain me what is an availability set? Yes, Rizwan. What is an availability set?
general availability sets. We can say it's collections of virtual machines which is hosted on the same data center.
Not really. We won't call it a collection of a virtual machine, by the way. And never use these terms in your question answer, guys. We can say. Are you not sure? What do you mean by we can say? Never use these terms. Answer confidently. Anyone else would like to explain it or answer this question? I will explain it. Don't worry. If no one is able to answer, I'll explain it. Anyone else would like to give it a try? What is an availability set?
Uh,
It is a logical grouping feature in Microsoft Azure that gives the ability to distribute the hardware across multiple set of racks.
Okay, good. But I'm still looking for something which was missing there. Anyone else would like to try?
Um, Availability set is a combination of fault domain and update domain, where we can have a maximum of three fault domains and up to 20 update domains, which is divided in, which is like each domain is a combination of set of racks.
Good, perfect, guys. That's what I was looking for. You should always use fault domain and update domain option while answering. Always use these two jargons, fault domain and update domain. Now let me explain it for you, Rizwan. Availability set is nothing. Are you clear with availability zone? First thing, Rizwan, is
Yes,
availability zone.
yes, yes,
ओके, सो
yes.
अवेलेबिलिटी जोन में क्या हो रहा है कि आपके सर्वर्स आप अलग अलग डेटा सेंटर पे रख रहे हो। एक ही सिटी में तीन डेटा सेंटर है, पहला सर्वर एक से डेटा सेंटर में रख दिया, दूसरा सर्वर दूसरे डेटा सेंटर में, तीसरा तीसरे में, देन अगेन फोर्थ फिफ्थ सिक्स सेवंथ, इस तरह से आप कर रहे हो। अल्टीमेटली इफ यू हैव 9 servers, you have 3 servers in one data center, 3 in data center number 2, and 3 servers in data center number 3। इफ समथिंग गोज रॉन्ग, वहां पर किसी भी तरह का कोई रैक फेलियर होता है, कुछ भी हो जाता है, या पूरा डेटा सेंटर भी डाउन हो जाता है, राइट, यू स्टिल हैव द highly available application. Why? Because your other servers are there in other data center, right? But that option is only available in few regions, not in all the regions, only in few regions, right? Only in few regions. Second is it is costly, so not all users want that. Now a server owner or an application owner comes to you stating कि यार मेरा compliance issue है, I cannot go beyond चेन्नई, और मेरा budget issue है, I don't want to use availability zone. What option do you have for me कि मेरा एप्लीकेशन हाईली अवेलेबल रहे? कुछ तो ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपने मेरे तीनों सर्वर एक ही रैक में एक ही जगह ये कर दिए और एक भी फेल हो रहा है तो माय एप्लीकेशन इज डाउन. So there we have a smaller version of availability set a smaller version of availability zone, which is called as availability set. What is availability set? It ensures or it gives you the high availability against the rack level failure. This is the word you need to use, guys. Rack level failure. It's not giving you the option guarantee against data center level failure. Rack level failure, it's being covered, right? Then availability set, it is a combination of fault domain and update domain. What is it? Fault domain, it's a set of your racks, multiple sets of rack. We can have maximum 3, right? Then we have update domain. It is designed for unplanned issues. For example, sorry, it is designed for planned activity. For example, upgrade of your servers, upgrade of firmwares, right? We can have maximum 20 update domains, right? What is the use of creating these multiple sets of rack? All these multiple sets of rack, they will have individual power supply and network supply. So if I have 900 racks, I can divide, as in when I say I here, it's Microsoft is doing that. But as a cloud admin, you are not literally going and dividing them. You're just utilizing them. Right? So Microsoft will divide their 900 racks in 3 sets, right? 300 racks in each set. So that is your fault domain. Now, while provisioning your servers, provisioning as in creating server, they use this term server provision or deployment of the server. While deploying your servers, you can use one availability set, and you can use how many fault domain and update domain you want to utilize, and accordingly your server will be built. For example, I'll again open that Excel file, and this time we'll take very small set, so maybe it will help you. Let me open Excel file again. Let's say that you have taken a temp AZ set, availability set, and you have taken only 2 fault domains. Azure has created 3, but you plan to use only 2 of them. Azure has 20 update domains, but you are planning to use only 3 of them. Okay. The moment you start creating a machine and on the screen you have option no redundancy, availability zone if you are in the correct region, and availability set. You have selected availability set, you selected your availability set, the one which you have created, and then you start creating the machine. So the moment you create your first machine, it will be by default, it will go here. It's a combination of update domain and fault domain 0. Second machine, it will go here. Now, if you create a third machine, where will it go?
FD0 UD1. Sorry, FD0 UD2.
It will first utilize this one. This one will also go here. Fine. VM2, yeah, this one will come VM1, because we have only 2 fault domains. So if you're creating a third machine, sorry, we created only this one. Yeah, third machine will come here, right? And similarly, it will keep increasing. So what happens later? Let's say you have 9 or some machines. You'll have few machines here, few machines here, few machines obviously here. Ignore if I'm repeating the numbers, and few machines here. So what happens now when they are updating any uh, hardware, set of hardwares, right? Upgrading their servers. Microsoft ensures that they do not upgrade to update domain at the same time. So they will either upgrade update domain 0 or update domain 1 or update domain 2. In any case, your other machines are working, and you will get the services. This is planned activity. But if something goes wrong, your ISP is not working, your fault domain will go down. But in this case also, all these servers will be down, but you are still getting services from these servers. So this is your availability set. Don't worry, when we start creating machine, I'll show it to you here. We are going to literally see that when I create 3 machines or 5 machines, uh, you will see a table that one machine is going here, another machine is going there, the another machine is going there. We are going to see that practical as well, and you will have a fair idea. Is it clear, Rizwan, or still not clear to you?
Yes, bhai, clear. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Guys, we have 3 minutes left now. Any other questions, any other doubts you have?
No.
Okay, great. Guys, before next session, please